People within the gaming industry are going to have to realize they can't constantly remake and reboot. They need to create brand new, unique, original content, especially with the trend of movie games over the past couple of years. Nobody is going to buy a game where you basically just pick options and the graphics are slightly better. And now we're finding out that the Until Dawn remake developer Ballistic has effectively closed down. Now, do I like Until Dawn? Yes. Do lots of people like Until Dawn? Absolutely. But when you have basically just upped the graphics a little bit, added a tiny bit more content, but you still expect us to pay a full price tag, that's not going to work because it's not a game with like real gameplay. It's just a movie game primarily. So why am I going to rebuy it when I've already experienced it? A new report alleges that Ballistic the developer of the Until Dawn remake, has effectively closed. According to Mike Straw at Insider Gaming, a source shared with him, people are sharing bugs they found in the game to make the team aware, but there is no one working on patch support for the game anymore. And this is really infuriating because when you spend money on something, you expect it to work. And when there are bugs and glitches and technical difficulties, those should be fixed via patches, but there's nobody doing that anymore because the studio has effectively closed down. Now, the reason why the studio has reportedly shut down is because it failed to secure funding. To that point, one of the Insider Gaming sources shared Sony said that after the game, they might greenlight more funding for updates, but well, it looks like they didn't. The last time Ballistic provided an update on the game was at the beginning of December with patch 1.08. So they've basically just outright abandoned it. And it's not all that surprising that the studio is shutting down because Until Dawn released back in October and only hit an all-time peak concurrent player count of just 2,607. And the most recent numbers are 85 people for the 24-hour peak. So that is just really abysmal all around. Plus, to add to those awful numbers, the game was not received well either. On Metacritic, the game received a 6.5 from PlayStation 5 users, and it received 166 positive reviews, 77 mixed, and 76 negative, which is just so sad because, again, narratively, Until Dawn is absolutely fantastic, but if you already own the original version of the game, there was really no reason to go out of your way and buy this remake. And companies need to realize that while gamers are willing to shell out money for nostalgic experiences, whether it's a remake or a reboot or a remaster, you need to still be releasing brand new content. And all of this money shouldn't have gone to an Until Dawn remake, especially where it didn't need one, but it should have gone to something like a sequel or a follow-up or a spiritual successor, a companion game in a way, because there are so many titles that are getting remasters now that do not need them, like Horizon Zero Dawn, and we constantly meme about The Last of Us because those games still look absolutely amazing. There's no reason why you need to remake or remaster them, but companies are creatively bankrupt. These people do not know how to make really great experiences that people are going to love, so they just go kind of back to the vault and they pull something out and they kind of brush off the dust and go, you know what, we'll just enhance this a little bit and people will swipe their credit card. And that does work to a certain extent, but when you have movie games that are effectively just getting a visual enhancement, that's not enough to get people to swipe their credit card because you could just play the original Until Dawn and it basically looks and plays the same. And sure, there's a little bit of more content in this, but it's still not worth the price tag. So it seems that Ballistic has effectively closed down now, which does suck if you did like their work, but on the flip side, this is just going to be a trend within the industry when all a studio does is brush off the dust of an existing product instead of making something new. But that's all that I really had to discuss in this video. Let everyone know your thoughts in the comments below. If you enjoyed this, give it a like, and if you didn't, give it a dislike. I appreciate your support either way, but I'll talk to you all again in the next video really soon.